Welcome to Massive Late Fee. And now your hosts, Mark and Carol. Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Massive Late Fee. My name is Mark. With me as always is my punctual girlfriend, Carol. How you doing today, Carol?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. It's May 3rd, 1997.
Yes, it is.
We're in May.
He was making fun of me because I made him wait a long time to start recording this
I
tape.
want to talk about the beautiful month of May.
You do?
Kind of. No, not really.
Why is May a beautiful month?
Because you start wearing sundresses.
Because it's my birthday.
Yeah, that's true. The entire month's not your birthday.
It should be.
Yeah. Okay.
It should be my birthday month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it is your birthday month, technically, but
The whole month.
we don't celebrate your birthday the entire month.
Celebrate me every day.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
Nothing wrong with that.
We should have a contest where if one of our listeners can go through our old shows and find are you okay there with the headphones? They on straight?
They were making a weird creaking sound.
Yeah, that's just your bones.
Fuck. I hope not. That would be awful.
Anyway, we should have a contest where the listeners have to go through our old tapes, and if they can find a tape on which I did not sing,
wow,
they win a prize.
I think that's a great idea. You know why?
No,
Because we have...
You took me by surprise by actually being on board with something that I said.
No, but we have so many pogs to give away. We should start giving them away.
That's true. We do have a lot of pogs that say our show on it.
I think that we should come up with a lot of different ways people can win those pogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you all want them. I think they're awesome.
Well, why don't you come up with some ways that they can win pogs?
And I just realized something, like, they have our show's logo on them.
Yeah.
But it's not our show's logo anymore.
That's true.
That's how long we've had the pogs.
It's the old logo. It's the old logo for the show.
Yeah, so they're like
old
retro
show.
late fee classic.
Right.
Yeah.
Limited edition. We'll sign each one.
I don't know about all that.
Anytime I suggest that you do the barest amount of work, it's always a no from you.
That's true. That is true.
Anyway, so we'll think of something. Maybe we'll do another. We did a giveaway one time. We gave away 90210 dolls.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good giveaway.
Yes, it was.
It was more exciting than Pogs.
You think so? Come on now.
I mean, they do have our name on them.
We could give away a slammer, too.
What the hell is that?
It's for Pogs. What the fuck are you talking about? talking about Pogs like See, she hasn't been in the Pog streets. She knows nothing about this, guys.
I don't. Like, you had to explain Pogs to me when you got the Pogs.
You had a big, like, heavy, usually metal or something like that one, right? Pog, and you throw it down, slam it. That's why you have to flip them over, upside down. That's how you win Pogs. Yeah. But you know how you win friends if you're in Washington, D.C.?
How?
You suggest new TV ratings for television.
Okay.
Reflecting dissatisfaction with TV ratings, a Senate panel voted 19-1 Thursday for legislation that could require stronger ratings or ban violent shows when children are likely to watch. I'd like to know who the one is. Who's the one that said, fuck that?
Right?
Let the kids watch whatever they want.
They get my vote.
The Senate Commerce Committee, interesting, sent the bill to the Senate for consideration. The action puts pressure on the TV industry to voluntarily strengthen its 6-tier age-based rating system that went into effect January 1st. It's a sad day for the Republic, said ABC lobbyist Billy Pitts. That's what he sounds like. ABC lobbyist Billy Pitts. If the bill were enacted, shows like Schindler's List could not be shown to broad audiences.
Okay. I think shows like Schindler's List maybe shouldn't be shown to children, honestly. And if you are going to show
Schindler's List isn't a show.
True. Movies. But I mean, seriously, like Schindler's List was like traumatizing. And I don't think like an 8-year-old should watch that.
Yeah, I don't know if they're mentally ready for it.
Yeah. I mean, maybe, like teenagers, sure.
I think, well, that's an excellent point, Carol, because I think that a show like, I'm trying to think of like a violent show that's on, like the violence that's on The Simpsons.
Right.
Or stuff like that, or even like Looney Tunes stuff. I think that kind of stuff is more appropriate for kids than Schindler's List is.
Yeah.
Because Schindler's List depicts real life things, and it deals with heavy actual themes that can affect a person, whereas the violence on cartoon shows or silly shows is
whatever.
Yeah, exactly. It
not
doesn't
real.
carry an emotional weight to it.
Yeah.
The Senate could vote on the measure this month, AIDS said, but people with AIDS said that, I guess, but there appears to be less enthusiasm for an identical bill in the House, creating uncertainty whether the legislation will ever become a law, because as we all know, legislation must pass an identical language in the Senate and the House in order to become a law. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that. I just realized I was nodding. I was nodding my head like y'all could see me, but you can't see me.
I'm just a bill sitting on Capitol Hill, whatever. The bill by Senators Ernest Hollings, Democrat, South Carolina, responds to complaints that the industry's movie-like ratings don't give parents enough information about the type, amount, and intensity of violence each show has. Okay. What do you want, a fucking paragraph at the beginning of each episode?
Right.
Why not don't familiarize yourself with it if you're a parent?
Yeah, don't be lazy.
It may be the only way to get a broadcast is to do what Congress envisioned. That's what he sounds like. Empower parents to protect their children from harmful television programmings.
He sounds like...
Oh, shit.
What?
This is not the South Carolina dude.
What?
This is the Senate. This is the committee's chairman, someone named Senator John McCain, Republican, Arizona. Oh, hey. Okay.
You getting excited over
See
there.
if I can do his voice. See, he's from Arizona, so... It may be the only way to get broadcast is to do what Congress envisioned.
What the fuck? So people from Arizona are 30s mobsters? Like,
empower parents to protect their children from harmful television programming, said the committee's chairman, Senator John McCain, Republican, Arizona, who had voted against an earlier version of the bill. So he's the one. He's the one that voted against it. Existing ratings use designations from TVG programs suitable for all ages to TVMA for mature audiences only. Most shows have been rated TV PG, parental supervision suggested. I guess that is sort of unhelpful. Though critics have complained the existing ratings don't provide adequate information about the sexual and language content, Hollings proposed deals only with violence. So they only care about the violence. Which actually is sort of healthy, if you think about it. Because it's weird that we're so against sexual stuff in our movies, like, oh, you can't see that's sexual, but the violence, it's like, whatever.
yeah. That's true. We're a weird culture.
Yeah. Yes, we are. Speaking of weird culture, what about the culture of Britain in the 1960s?
Holy hell.
We saw a hilarious Mike Myers film, another hit in line with Wayne's World, I think.
Ugh.
Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery.
It was terrible. It was terrible. I hate it.
You, like, I love you, Carol.
I love you too, Mark.
And I'm really glad that I'm with you.
Uh-huh. You know, when you preface it like that, it makes it sound like you're not.
But I don't understand how I have such a successful relationship and a successful show with someone with such a shitty sense of humor. Like, I really don't understand what's wrong with your sense of humor.
Wow.
And, yeah, this is going to get really insulting, by the way.
Great. Love it. Thanks.
And I think it's funny that we're in the movie theater, we're watching the movie, you're laughing at the movie. In several spots, you laughed out loud at this comedy.
There were
and
some
then at
comedy.
the end of the movie theater experience, we walk out to the car and you say, well, it sucked.
Yeah, there were a few funny things that happened, but it's still a terrible movie.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, why don't
I mean, it was gross. There was a lot of
Explain.
grossness.
there wasn't that much grossness in it.
To me, it was gross. Looking at fucking Mike
You're
Myers
gross.
and his nasty ass teeth and his furry chest was gross.
But that's a play on what first of all, the teeth are obviously like British people have bad teeth. That's the joke.
I get the joke, but
And the fur that's like, oh, in the 60s, the big hairy chest. That was the big thing.
and like, why was he getting all the women?
Because he had the big hairy chest.
That's bullshit. He's disgusting. Nobody would want to sleep with him. That's what bothers me about the movie.
You have to be able to suspend your disbelief. That's what bothers you about the movie. Is that people found him attractive?
Yes.
That people thought Mike Myers was attractive, and you were like, that fucking troll should never get any pussy in his life.
Yes.
Wow.
It was just...
Did Mike Myers sleep with your mom? Like, what the fuck?
I hope not.
What is your problem with him?
I'm just saying, like, to pretend like he's hot when he's not, I don't get it.
That's the joke.
Oh, behave. Like, what the fuck? So disgusting.
There's so many funny things in there. There's so many funny lines in here.
Eh.
Did I make you horny, baby?
See, that's not funny. That was gross.
That's
He was,
funny.
like, trying to force her. Like, I did not like that. And then she's like, okay, and goes and sits on the bed. I'm like, why are you sitting on the bed? Why are you sitting on the bed? It's date rape. Stop it. And then, he's like rolled around on top of her.
But then he doesn't date rape her.
Yeah, when he could, he doesn't.
He's just
That's true.
fucking around. He's just having a good time.
I guess.
Him and his penis pump.
What
That
is
scene
up?
was funny.
And when they killed the guy with the penis pump, explain
See,
that bullshit.
That's
No, that's fucked up. Like, I'm just imagining his penis exploding or something. I'm like, no, I don't like it.
You didn't think it was funny when they're giving him his effects and the penis pump's there, and he's like, "Oh, it's not mine." He's like, "Oh." Then he goes to the next thing in the box, one receipt for the penis, but it's just like all these different things that prove it's his,
It was funny.
culminating in a book that says, "This is my bag, baby." Mm-hmm. Come on.
Yeah, like, there was some funny things, but, like, overall, there
What
were
did
so
you-
many things that I didn't think were funny that kind of canceled out the funny.
I like that they had Carrie Fisher in this movie and they completely wasted her, though.
Oh, yeah.
That was fun to me.
She was leading a group.
What did you think about Dr. Evil? $1 million. Right?
Yeah.
Sharks with frickin' lasers. Like,
That was ridiculous. See, it's the ridiculous stuff.
and that's supposed to be funny.
But I don't think ridiculous is funny.
I think you're ridiculous. And do you
I
find
think you're
yourself
mean
funny?
and hurtful. That's what I think.
So obviously this movie is a parody of all the 60s spy movies and stuff like that.
All the 60s spy movies?
All of them.
I thought it was just James Bond.
Oh, Matt Helm in there too, You don't know who Matt Helm is?
No.
It's Dean Martin. Dean Martin did a parody of himself of James Bond.
Okay.
It's secret agent Matt Helm.
Interesting.
And he had orgies or whatever. I don't know.
Why do they do that?
No, I mean he didn't really have orgies, but it was that's the vibe was very sexual. Everyone wants to have sex with Dean Martin.
Well, but they do, so that's okay.
See, so that's okay because Dean Martin's sexy.
Yeah.
You think
That's
he's sexy?
the difference.
So you think Dean Martin's sexy right now?
He's fine.
He's dead. You're
Fuck.
a fucking necrophiliac.
Gross.
Died 2 years ago, Carol. Gotcha. Come in, boys.
Shame on you.
They've been waiting this whole time.
Right.
We gotcha.
Right.
Nah, it's me, John McKay. Republican, Arizona. I gotcha. Anyway, so where do we start with the movie? The great humor.
The ridiculous plotline.
The fact that real life hot woman Elizabeth Hurley's in this movie.
They went to space in Big Boy.
You're gonna have to explain that
Like,
for the people. They went to space in Big Boy.
in a rocket ship shaped like Big Boy from the restaurant. Like the giant Big Boy holding the hamburger takes them up into space.
It took me entirely too long to realize that all the sandwiches at Big Boy were like named in a similar fashion. Like there's the Big Boy, the Brawny Lad,
the Slim Jim.
Right? Yeah. The Stocky Tom.
There's no such thing as a Stocky Tom.
It's turkey, bacon, mayonnaise, and
it's a club.
And lettuce.
It's a club.
Yeah.
Does it exist though? Because I don't think it does.
But they call it a Stocky Tom.
I don't think so. I feel like you're fucking with me.
Like turkey stock.
You're fucking with
me. It's a Stocky Tom. A Brown Betty.
All right, you take me to Big Boy after this and buy me a Stocky Tom. I want you to order that from the waitress. I want you to look her in the face and say, "Bring my woman a Stocky Tom."
She wants a Stocky Tom.
Stocky Tom.
Right now. Then the cook comes back. My name's Tom.
God.
So yeah, they take a Big Boy to space. Well, they don't. The main evil guy. Why is this his plan?
Your guess is as good as mine.
He can't kill Austin Powers. So his plan is, I'll freeze myself until such a time as the free love of the 60s is no more. Mm-hmm. And apparently that was 1997. The year we're currently in.
So apparently we are the most jaded people.
Why not come back to the 80s, though? Talk about capitalism.
Yeah. Well, because they wanted it to be present day.
Well, yeah, obviously, But why is that his plan? What a weird, evil plan.
Yeah, it is very strange.
I'll just freeze myself and come back later.
I mean, it's just a vehicle to get these weirdos from the 60s.
That's a guy just pausing his game. You know what I mean? He's playing his video game. He's just like, let's put this on pause. I'll come back to this when I'm in a better frame of mind.
Yeah.
With my cat. Which is now a hairless cat.
That's weird,
Shaved pussy.
That poor kitty.
So that's a joke they didn't do.
And then, apparently they froze his fucking sperm and then made a baby in a lab.
They made Seth Green in a lab.
Explain. And Seth Green looks nothing like him.
No.
He is a little evil, though. Even though, he's not
literally
not totally evil, but just a little bit.
I do like that. I do like that. There's a guy named Dr. Evil, and then his son is named Scott. Scott Evil.
Right. I mean, he seemed fine until he was getting frustrated with his dad not killing Austin Powers and the chick. And
wow, Vanessa.
Yeah. And he's like, "I've got a gun. I'll go get it. We can just kill him together."
Yeah. It'll be a father-son bonding experience. Yeah. And that's when the theater broke out fucking laughing their asses off at the shh.
Yeah, that was stupid too.
You loved
that
it. You laughed
me.
You laughed too.
But it annoyed me because
just like everyone else in the theater.
It reminded me of what you do to me sometimes on this show.
Yeah, exactly.
It irritated the fuck out of me.
It's a preemptive shush. You know what he sounds like? Have you ever watched Saturday Night Live when Lorne Michaels is in a sketch?
I don't think so.
Sounds like Dr. Evil sounds like Lorne Michaels. And Mike Myers used to work on Saturday Night Live, so I wonder if that's intentional.
Maybe.
But anyway, so was there anything you liked about it?
I mean, there were a couple funny things that happened.
Okay.
That's about it. I mean,
wow, very descriptive. I'm so glad that we're having this conversation. Is there anything you liked about it? A couple things. Thanks.
I'm trying to remember what I liked because there was so much I didn't like. It's hard to pick through that to find what I did.
Okay. How about when Will Ferrell's character got killed? And he was like, I'm badly burned.
Okay, that was funny. That made me laugh. That was fucking
And
funny.
then they shoot him. He's like, "You shot me!"
In the arm! And then they wait forever after they finally shoot him and he's quiet to make sure he's really dead.
What about the classic 1960s interstitials where they have a scene and then they do the do-do-do and like they play the 60s music and everyone's dancing against like a tie-dyed backdrop and then they pause and he's looking right at the camera.
Stupid.
Okay.
Did they really do that shit in the 60s?
Yes.
That's so stupid. Why would they
So
do
much
that?
of this is an accurate parody of bad 60s movies, which is part of what makes it so funny.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow. Oh, so now you've changed your tune. Now you think it is funny.
No, I just didn't feel like arguing with that statement. And I'm sure a lot of people do think it's funny just because I don't think it's funny because I have a weird off sense of humor.
Well, yeah, it is getting talked about a lot as like the funniest movie of the year. So, would you rather watch this or Liar Liar?
Liar, liar.
Oh my God, you're fucking insane.
I just really did not enjoy watching Michael Myers be gross for an hour and a half. You know what I liked about the
Gross
movie?
in what way?
What I liked about the movie was it was less than 90 minutes long. That made me happy. I already told you gross in what way. Like, he's like being sexual, but he's gross.
Wow. You really sound mean right now, you know. All the gross guys out there that feel like they should be able to be sexual too.
Well, everybody has the right to be sexual, but I don't have to watch it.
Here in Mike Myers.
Okay.
The grossest, sexiest man alive.
And I think it was kind of weird and incestuous that the girl's mom
That is weird. Yeah.
was like real good friends with him and wanted to sleep with him, and they're both talking about how sexy he is. Like,
Notable Scientologist Mimi Rogers.
yeah, so it's like, I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, that's odd. It's odd that they get together. It's also odd that like their relationship comes absolutely out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was weird.
Like there seemed like there was 5 or 6 scenes on the cutting room floor that established their relationship that I'm sorry, one Burt Bacharach fueled Las Vegas montage does not a relationship make.
Right. Yeah, it was definitely not even implied that they had a relationship, and then all of a sudden she's acting like he cheated on her, and he's like, you mean everything to me? And it's like, what?
Right.
What is happening right now?
Cheated on her because he had sex with a lot of vagina.
I would have had sex with a lot of vagina, too.
Would you have?
Oh, yeah. She's hot.
Yeah, she was an Italian actress. I can't remember her name, but...
What'd you think of her boobs? Just floating around in the water there.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I thought that was a little much.
Did you? What was much about it?
For that movie?
The movie theater seat was too...
What's this movie
was
rated?
Ruined after you
Ew.
saw that? Is that what you're saying?
What's this movie rated?
I don't
remember if it was R or PG-13.
I think it was PG-13.
See, I think the boobs were too close to the surface
Too
of
close
the water.
for comfort.
Yeah.
I want to be the guy that has to measure how close to the surface of the water the boobs can be to pass for a PG-13
There
movie.
you go.
I think if you can't see the nipples, I think that's fine.
Yeah, I guess.
And you couldn't see her nipples.
You could not. But you could definitely see her breasts.
Yeah. Yeah, she's hot.
Eh.
Now I'm distracted. I'm thinking about you and a lot of vagina. What was I going to say? So, I thought it was great. Inventive plot, funny. Like no one was clamoring like, "Hey, you know what this era needs is a 1960s spy spoof," and yet it's hilarious.
Sure.
The whole thing is just outlandish and silly. And I don't like physical comedy that much, but the physical comedy of Mike Myers even works for me. It's a really good movie. It's very funny. It does exactly what it's supposed to do.
Didn't any of it rub you wrong?
The relationship that came out of nowhere I thought was dumb. And, cause, I mean, it's like, it was jarring.
Yeah.
That scene was jarring to me. There was like
Yeah, she went from "I'm never gonna sleep with you ever, even if you're the last man on earth," to "You're cheating on me."
What about the scene where I thought it was going to get gross, but it didn't? The scene where he's in the bathroom and he's being murdered, and Tom Arnold's there, and he's acting as if he's having problems going to the bathroom.
I mean, it was actually a little bit funny.
Yeah.
I kind of laughed at that. And I don't usually like toilet humor, but...
He's like, who does number 2 work for? Because Robert Wagner's name is number 2 because he's the number 2 man in the company.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, show that turd who's boss. It's funny.
That was a funny scene.
Yeah.
Okay, so there were a few things about the movie that were decent.
So let me ask you a question. If this movie had starred Brad Pitt instead of Mike Myers, would then it have been a good movie?
No.
If he was like,
It would have been a better movie.
Do I make you horny, baby? Or however he sounds. He's got that voice.
It would have been a better movie, but it wouldn't have been a good movie.
Okay, what would have made it a good movie?
Nothing.
It was just fucking doomed from the start.
You think
it was never going to please you.
You think this plot was inventive? I think it's stupid. I think it's a stupid plot. And I think that a lot of it was just like gross humor and toilet humor. And yeah, no, nothing would save this to me.
I don't understand you.
That's okay.
It's like talking to an alien. I really don't understand, like, your vitriolic hatred of this movie. I don't get. I don't even see how this arouses this much passion in you.
I don't like it. I just don't. It's just who I am.
Okay, well, it's weird.
Deal with it.
Well, I liked it. I mean, I guess we're going to have to agree to disagree on this. I think the performances were perfect, campy, silly, absolutely in line with the tone of this movie. This movie knows exactly what it is, and it does exactly what it's supposed to do for what it is.
Yeah. I agree. It's just what it is I don't like.
You hate the very essence of what the movie is.
I do.
Name, what's a comedy you like?
3 Men and a Little Lady.
Oh my God.
That is one of my favorite movies.
So, anything lame?
Hey now. Beverly Hills Cop is not a comedy though.
What?
Is it? It is. Yeah. Yeah, that one. I like that one.
So, Eddie Murphy's worst movie, okay.
Oh! Are you fucking serious?
It's fine, but it's not as good as Trading Places. It's not as good.
Yeah, it's better.
It's not as good as not as good means it's worse.
It's better.
It's not as good as Coming to America. Both funnier movies than Beverly Hills Cop. Yeah, that's what I feel about you and your opinion on comedy. Meh. I don't think we're ever going to agree on a comedy ever.
Okay.
I think this is maybe a perfect comedy movie.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. You think about that.
I think that we just are never going to agree about this.
Needless to say, I think you should go see it. Carol thinks that you should go dunk your head in a fucking bucket of water and then watch 3 Men and a Lady.
3 Men and a Little Lady.
Sorry, Little Lady.
Not
I guess three Men and a Lady is a different movie.
Right. Not 3 Men and a Baby. That's funny. 3 Men and a Lady is so much funnier. Such a better movie. It's like one of the only times that a sequel is better than the first one.
Fucking Leonard Nimoy is going to be calling us.
Why?
He directed 3 Men and a Baby.
Oh, okay.
But not the terrible sequel.
It was
Were
an
they
awesome
in like
sequel.
a fucking English castle or something like that?
Only at the very end.
The only thing I guess they give what's her name more to do in that movie, but what's her name? The mom.
She wasn't in the first movie.
She wasn't?
No.
She wasn't in the first movie.
She shows up like briefly, but it's not the same actress.
Yes, it is.
Are you sure?
Do you want to bet?
No.
No, yeah, you're damn right you don't want to bet. It's the same actress, you psychopath. Why would they just get someone completely different?
I don't know. They do that shit all the time.
I can't remember her name, but she has more to do in the second movie, so that's good. She's barely in the first movie, as you pointed out.
Yeah.
Then she marries Tom Selleck or whatever.
Yeah.
Tom Selleck is considered the best of those three guys, I guess.
They're all good guys, but he's definitely the most handsome. And
really, even more than Sam Malone himself, huh?
Yeah.
Theodore Danson.
Yes.
Even more than 80s star and 90s scion. What's his name? Steve
Gutenberg. Yeah. Yeah.
Who rode off into the sunset of Police Academy 4 or whatever in a hot air balloon.
Wow.
With Kim Cattrall.
See, I never saw that movie either, so.
Yeah. Oh, it's good for you.
Roger Rabbit. That's funny.
What the fuck?
You want to know what comedies I like? There's another one, Roger Rabbit.
Yeah. Roger Rabbit's a great movie. Is it a comedy? Oh my God. So the consensus worst movie ever made, Howard the Duck, is one you're considering good, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. I guess that tells everyone everything they need to know about your opinion when it comes to movies.
Okay. That's really fucking sweet.
You obviously listen to this show for my opinions on
Breakfast
movies.
Club.
And for Carol's, I don't know. For Carol's bubbliness.
Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club's a good movie. I'll give that to you.
Yay, finally. I got one.
Heathers.
I never saw it.
No. It's a good movie. It's a black comedy, but
I like black comedies.
yeah, that's more your style, I think. Misery. So that's the thing is you no, I'm not talking about the movie Misery. I'm talking about misery is the emotion that you respond to. See, that's why that's why dramas hit you better. Dramas or tragedies. Your personality is that of like doom and gloom.
Nice.
And not upbeat happiness.
Thanks.
This movie, that's what it is. This movie is aggressively carefree and fun, and that kills you.
I guess so.
All right. Well, anyway, that is our episode for the week. Carol, tell the people shit.
All right, people. You can go ahead and write us at latefee1994@AOL.com and check out our website at www.retrolatefee.com.
Yep.
And share the tapes with your friends.
All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.